What's going on, everybody? KingofDragons 5000 here, coming at you with another figure review. Today we'll be having a look at the Hasbro Star Wars Black Series Gamestop exclusive Supreme Leader Snoke in the throne room. Now here we do have Snoke in the packaging. Really excited for this guy. I actually pre-ordered him on Force Friday and really glad to have him in hand finally. We have an image, we have the figure in the open window as well as his throne. We have an image of Snoke right here, and that's a really spooky image. On the side, we have his name, Supreme Leader Snoke, no number because he is an exclusive figure. And on the back, we have just a little bio for him. Supreme Leader Snoke, the shadowy commander of the First Order. Supreme Leader Snoke prefers to operate from a distance, looming over his underlings in the form of an immense hologram. As the First Order rallies, this Master of the Dark Side emerges from the shadows to seize victory. Really excited I have this guy in hand. So what we're going to do now is take a little break, get him opened up, and then we'll go on to the rest of his review. So sit tight, everyone. So here we have Supreme Leader Snoke posing out of the packaging. Before we get on to the figure, let's actually have a look at his accessory, because he does come with one really big accessory, and that is his throne. Really nice details on his throne. Let's see if I can get this all on camera. There's a lot of nice details on his throne. If you can see right here, we have some little lights. I'm gonna guess that's what those are. On this side we have some more panels, some more lighting. On this side, more panels and more lighting. We have some really nice detail right here, just in the seat alone. And let's get my camera stationary again. We have the back part of his chair. Really nice. I do like the way it looks. You can see some more buttons, some more lights. I don't know what those are supposed to be. Don't know, haven't seen the movie, haven't read any spoilers, so I really don't know what all these are supposed to be. I'm guessing they're just lights, because we see this little light blue area going around the throne. And in the back of it, it's not painted, it's just really nicely sculpted. You can see some screws right here holding it together. Now, getting it out of the packaging, there is some assembly required. This piece does come off, and you just want to line it up like so. Tab that in, and then you're good to go. So that's the throne, which looks really nice. And Snoke actually does sit in the throne really well. If you can get his legs posed just right, he actually sits in the throne, although I'm not doing a really good job. But take my word for it, and I'll show this in my final thoughts. He does sit in the chair really, really nicely. Moving his throne off to the side so we can have a look at Snoke himself. And in case you didn't hear, yes, that was a throne just falling on its side. I didn't put it up in the best way. But anyway, here we do have Snoke out of the packaging, and I have to say, really interesting figure. I know a lot of people have been criticizing the way he looks, that this looks like a bathrobe, and on the figure, yeah, it does look like a bathrobe. Overall, it's still a really nice figure. There's a lot of details in him that you really can't see because of his robe, but overall, I'm really glad I have this figure. Just for a quick size comparison, because he is on the taller side, let's actually have Snoke posed right here. And here we have Kylo Ren posed, and you can see Snoke actually towers over him. Although he's not a giant like we saw in Force Awakens, he's more of a 7-foot creature. Humanoid creature, I have to say. He looks really, really creepy. If we can just get a quick look at his details really fast. Because he, like I said, he has a lot of details that we have to go over. So let's get the camera ready so we can have a look at his details. And I have to say, a really, really disturbing looking face. I don't know what it is about Snoke, but it's like kind of creepy, but you also have to feel sorry for him. But at the same time, there's just this menacing presence about the way he looks, and it's really hard to describe what I'm trying to get at, but he still looks really, really menacing. You can see the robes are a soft goods, and he does have an undersuit underneath. It's just a more white robes, kind of like a Jedi robe, which is a little interesting. We have the robe going all the way down his arms. And if we can lift his sleeve up really fast, you can see all this detail in his arm. He has all this paint wash going through his body, and it looks so creepy. There's, like I said, there's something eerie about Snoke, but it looks really, really nice. And like I said, I haven't read any spoilers, so I don't know anything anything other than what we know from Force Awakens. His belt is really nicely done. You can see it's done in gold plastic, and it just pegs on right here. He does have this ring on his finger. It's like this black crystal. If we can just zoom in on it. It's a really strange thing. I don't know what that is. I know people have been saying it's a kyber crystal. Maybe it is, but never seen a black kyber crystal, so that's a little interesting. And then, in case you're wondering, yes, his robe does open, and he has, like, white pants on, but they don't go all the way down to his foot. They just kind of stop at his calf. And then again, all that nice paint on his skin is just really, really well done. And then you can see some details on his slippers, or shoes. I don't know what you want to call that, but there's a lot of detail right here. Like I said, he's just a really interesting looking figure. Like, there's something about him that's eerie and creepy. Like, he's a little unsettling, honestly, but I don't know what it is. It's just the way he looks, and I'm kind of glad they ditched the black robe-wearing villain for something a little different, because I think that's what Star Wars needs, is something a little different. But I'm not going to go into that. We're having a look at the figure. Snoke does have a pretty decent amount of articulation. His head is on a ball joint, although he can look up, but he can't look down slightly. It's not on a hinge. It's actually just a single ball joint. But we do get some left and right rotation. We do get some slight head pivot, and again, just having him looking off, it's kind of creepy. Still, really nice figure. Arms don't go any lower than this, but they do go out to about that far. They would do a 360 if it wasn't for his robe here. He does have a bicep swivel. He is double jointed in the elbow. Let's actually get his sleeve up really fast. You can see he is double jointed in the elbow, so we do get really good range on that. It's a little stiff at this joint for some reason. We do get a hinge in the wrist as well as a swivel. He has a mid-torso joint which goes back about that far. Goes forward only about that far, so we don't get too much range there. It also moves side to side, and we do get some slight pivoting there. Legs are on the standard Black Series ball hinge, so his legs go out only to about right here. They go forward all the way. They go back about there. He swivels at the thigh. It's really hard to see, but he does have a thigh swivel. Double joint in the knee. That's one joint, and let's get that second joint moving. You can see there's a little string right here, and this is just meant to hold the robe together so it doesn't fly open. But double jointed knee, no swivel right here at the calf. But he does have a forward-facing pin for rocker ankle, so good articulation there. And a hinge in the ankle, so nothing too out of the ordinary that we haven't seen with the Black Series. Still a really, really nice looking figure. So what I'm going to do now is take a little break, get him posed and seated in his throne, and we'll move on to my final thoughts. So sit tight, everyone. And so here we have Supreme Leader Snoke posed for my final thoughts. Overall, I really do like the way this figure came out, and I really do like the throne. It's a really nice accessory, and I'm really glad that Hasbro found a way to get us the throne with Snoke. I don't think I would have liked a single-carded Snoke as much as this. I'm really glad I do have his throne. Now, this is a GameStop exclusive figure, so if you want to find Snoke with the throne, it is only available at GameStop. I actually pre-ordered Snoke on Force Friday and waited so long to get him in hand, and I'm not disappointed with him. Now, he is getting a single card release, so if you are unable to find this figure, do not fret. He is getting a single card release. The only difference is he will not come with the throne. So if you're okay not getting the throne, the single card figure will work, but if you want the throne, you do have to find him at your local GameStop. And he is running about $40 right now. I don't know how many GameStop is getting. Like I said, I pre-ordered mine on Force Friday. And they got the call today and went to go pick him up now. If you have him on pre-order, he should be arriving in your stores shortly if he hasn't already. And if you're unable to find him, just keep looking at GameStops. Hopefully he does pop up and is readily available to you guys. With that being said, guys, I'm KingofDragons 5000. Don't forget to like this video, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel. Go check out all my other action figure reviews as well as my Star Wars Black Series reviews. Hopefully you guys enjoy that. As always, let me know what you think of the video. What do you think of the figure, and if there's a figure you would like to see me review, let me know down in the comments, and if it fits in my collection, I'll definitely have a look at it. Until next time, guys, I'll see you later. Take care, everyone.